Have you ever wondered why sleep, something that once seemed so simple, becomes more elusive with age? After the age of 60, many people begin to notice subtle yet undeniable changes in their bodies. Restless nights, light and broken sleep, or waking up in the middle of the night with a racing mind, all of these gradually become part of a new normal in later life. But is this unavoidable? Now imagine this. What if just a few gentle actions, no pills, no machines, no drastic lifestyle changes, could help you restore the peaceful, natural sleep your body once knew? Sounds too simple to be true? Thousands of older adults across the US are rediscovering deep, restful sleep, regaining emotional balance, and improving their overall quality of life, all thanks to an ancient method that modern science has now validated, a tapping technique focused on 3 key points of the body. This is not just another fleeting trend. It's a grounded, evidence-based practice built on the intersection of neurobiology and deep relaxation therapy. If you're exhausted from long nights of tossing and turning, keep reading to discover this powerful, all-natural approach. This technique is both remarkably simple and profoundly effective, drawing on your body's power to heal and restore. Aging brings many changes. Some are visible, like gray hair or slower steps, but others happen more quietly, such as changes in how the body regulates sleep. For many people over the age of 60, sleep no longer comes as easily as it once did. Instead of drifting into deep, restful sleep, they often face nights of tossing and turning, waking up in the middle of the night unable to fall back asleep, or feeling groggy and exhausted even after spending 7 to 8 hours in bed. So, what's happening? Biologically, older adults tend to produce less melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating the natural sleep-wake cycle. In addition, their internal body clock, known as the circadian rhythm, can gradually fall out of sync, making them feel sleepy earlier in the evening and more alert in the early morning hours, a common pattern known as advanced sleep phase syndrome. On top of that, the sympathetic nervous system, the body's built-in activator, can remain overactive, keeping the brain alert even when the body needs rest. This doesn't just cause physical fatigue, it can deeply affect mental well-being too. Seniors who suffer from chronic sleep deprivation often become irritable, lose focus, and even face a higher risk of falls due to poor balance or slowed reflexes. Something as seemingly simple as sleep plays a critical role in maintaining health, independence, and overall quality of life. The good news, however, is that sleep isn't entirely out of our control. Once we understand the root causes and take the right approach, especially by applying simple, science-backed methods, real change is possible. In a world full of sleep solutions, from prescription medications and breathing devices to endless varieties of herbal teas, many seniors are left wondering, which solution is truly safe, effective, and suitable for an aging body? Surprisingly, the answer doesn't always lie in complexity. It often lies in something remarkably simple. A technique called tapping on 3 key points of the body, blending ancient Eastern practices with modern neuroscience, is opening new doors to natural, restorative sleep for older adults. No pills, no machines, no reliance on external tools. This method works by activating the body's self-regulating system, specifically the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for shifting the body into a state of rest and recovery. Thousands of people in the US have started practicing this technique nightly, just minutes before bed. Take Eleanor, 74, from Ohio. She shared that after 2 weeks of consistent tapping, she no longer needed sleep medication and even felt more mentally refreshed in the mornings. The effectiveness of this method doesn't come from tricking the body. It comes from helping it return to its natural biological rhythm, something that aging and chronic stress may have disrupted. That's why tapping is considered a gentle yet powerful solution, ideal for older adults seeking to reclaim deep, natural sleep. The first tapping point that helps restore deep sleep is located at the center of the forehead, often referred to as the third eye in many traditional medical systems. From a neurological perspective, this spot sits just above the space between the eyebrows, about 1 to 1.25 inches upward. This area is not randomly chosen. it's one of the most sensitive regions on the face. With a high density of nerve endings and direct connections to the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for emotional regulation, reasoning, and memory. In older adults, this brain region often remains overly active at night, constantly reprocessing the day's events, from family matters to worries about health. The result is a restless mind, which prevents the body from transitioning into a restful state. That's why gently tapping on this center point each night sends calming signals to the parasympathetic nervous system, helping the body shift into deep relaxation. Here's how to do it. Using the index or middle finger of your dominant hand, gently and rhythmically tap on the center of your forehead for about 30 to 60 seconds. At the same time, pair the motion with deep, intentional breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, and exhale for 6 seconds. For example, Richard, 68, from California, shared that after just 1 week of using this technique, he could fall asleep within 10 minutes, something he hadn't been able to do for years. This simple method doesn't just calm the mind, it awakens the body's natural ability to restore itself. A small step, yes, but a profoundly powerful one on the journey to reclaiming sleep in our later years. The temples, located on both sides of the head, just above the ears, are the second key point in the 3-part tapping technique for better sleep. This area is not only highly sensitive to touch, but it also contains many small blood vessels and nerves that connect directly to the central nervous system. Especially in older adults, the temples are often affected by prolonged mental stress, leading to symptoms such as dull headaches, a heavy feeling in the head, or lingering mental fatigue after restless sleep. By gently tapping both temples, you're stimulating blood circulation to the brain while helping reduce pressure on the nervous system. This simple action creates an internal, soothing signal, gradually calming the brain and guiding the body into a more natural resting state. How to do it? Use your index or middle finger from each hand and lightly place them on your temples. Then gently and rhythmically tap for 30 to 40 seconds, keeping a slow pace, like a relaxed heartbeat. Pair it with deep breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds. Exhale for 6 seconds. Mrs. Mary, 71, from Oregon, shared that after just a few nights of tapping on her temples, not only did she fall asleep more easily, but her years-long headaches significantly diminished. Just a few minutes each night, and temple tapping brought about a gentle but meaningful shift, awakening the body's natural capacity for healing. The third and final point in the tapping sequence for better sleep is the back of the neck, where the base of the skull meets the upper spine. In anatomy, this is called the suboccipital region, housing a network of small muscles, cervical nerves, and crucial blood vessels supplying the brain. In older adults, this area often holds chronic tension caused by poor posture, inactivity, prolonged anxiety, or simply the natural aging process. Tension in the neck doesn't just cause pain or stiffness, it can also restrict blood flow to the brain, contributing to chronic headaches, light dizziness, or disrupted sleep. When tapping is done properly in this area, it helps relax the muscle groups and activates the body's deep relaxation mechanisms through the parasympathetic nervous system. How to do it? Sit or lie in a comfortable position with your head slightly tilted forward. Use 3 fingers, middle, ring, and pinky, to gently tap in a horizontal arc just below the hairline at the back of the neck. From left to right, think of it as drawing a small bridge with your fingertips. Duration: around 60 seconds. Paired with deep breathing, inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 2, exhale for 6. Mr. James, 73, from Florida, shared that after just 10 days of tapping on the back of his neck, not only did he sleep better, but the heavy-headed feeling he used to wake up with had significantly reduced. This blend of neuroscience and gentle movement is proving that, sometimes, the best way to care for our sleep comes from our very own hands. In the journey to reclaim restful sleep, sometimes a small habit change before bedtime can make a big difference. One simple yet highly effective suggestion is to drink a warm glass of water mixed with 1 teaspoon of raw honey about 20 to 30 minutes before going to bed. Physiologically, honey provides a small amount of natural glucose, the type of healthy sugar the brain needs to help stimulate serotonin production. Serotonin is a key neurotransmitter involved in regulating mood and sleep. It is later converted into melatonin, the sleep hormone, which helps the body transition into deeper rest. Additionally, warm water helps soothe the body, improve circulation, and promote full body relaxation. How to do it? Heat 6 to 8 ounces, roughly 180 to 240 milliliters of warm water. Not too hot, to preserve the nutrients in the honey. Stir in 1 teaspoon of raw, unprocessed honey, and sip slowly in a quiet, calm space. Ms. Margaret, 69, from Colorado, has made this part of her nightly routine alongside the tapping technique. She shared, "After just 1 week, I started sleeping better and no longer felt restless at night." The combination of gentle nutrition and natural nervous system regulation offers a holistic approach, not only helping seniors sleep better but also supporting their overall long-term health. Sleep isn't just a resting state, it's a critical foundation for physical, mental, and cognitive recovery, especially in older adults. What you've just discovered, from the 3-point tapping technique to simple habits like drinking warm water with honey, isn't a temporary fix. It's a proactive step toward reclaiming control over your sleep naturally and safely. You don't need modern gadgets. You don't need sleeping pills. What you do need is a little patience, consistency, and trust in your body's remarkable ability to self-regulate and heal. Try it tonight. Just a few minutes could make a noticeable difference in the days to come. If you found this information helpful, don't hesitate to share it with your loved ones, especially your parents, grandparents, or anyone struggling with sleepless nights. And if you've already tried the tapping technique, we'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Your experience might just inspire someone else to begin their healing journey.